lambs, and they have to be fed the kind of food they can eat. And sometimes that really angers me, because I would think, you know what? You're old enough to grow up. But they're still lambs, and I'm called to feed them. And then Jesus said to Peter, "Tend my sheep." Now, tend is kind of a casual little tiny word, which could mean a wide range of things if we just casually looked at it. But in this particular case, tend means to be willing to stay up all night, to keep watch over the sheep, to be vigilant, and to make sure that all are watched after, no matter what the sacrifice is. And then Jesus once again returns to the feeding and says, "Feed my sheep." So while you're feeding the lambs and keeping watch over all of them, you also have to feed the adults, the mature ones. And some of the mature ones are like that, and some of them are like most of you. It would be very easy to just spend all the time feeding the sheep. That's actually a lot of fun. But we have to tend to all of the sheep. And we have to feed the lambs. And then Jesus says this thing that is very aggravating. He says, "And do all that and follow me." Keep your eyes on me. Keep your eyes on Jesus, who is the Christ, who will, as you get to move from being a lamb to a sheep, that view will change. You'll see different things in Jesus. And you'll have to keep following as you keep learning. And at my age, I have come to realize that the last part of that text, that's true. When you cross into the barrier, that you realize that 56 does not mean you're in midlife. 56 means, probably given the nature of my family, if I'm really lucky, I got 20 more years to live. That's if everything works out really nice. Or less. I'm in the last quarter, the last fifth of my life. And there is rapidly becoming that point where I'm not in control of my life. I am quickly losing the illusion. And I will be led around by the belt. Hopefully by some of you. And you won't drag me off in a ditch and leave me. So when I hear this text, all of this stuff comes to the surface. And basically, I can either choose to submerge it back down where it would be nice for it to be not up there. Or I can just say, here it is. This is how I see it. This is how I see myself. And all of my self. Good, bad, and neutral. It's all. My guess is we're probably, all of us, confronted with those same things. Staying in the boat, living impetuously, hearing God call us to our own calling. And some of you are a little closer than others to realize that, yeah, one day you will have to recognize that life's a lot shorter than it was ever. This may be one of the most practical texts in the most impractical gospel that there is.